Niet FM Neo!
Wotie the Torchlight Jumedie ewo NIT 100.9.
Is a minimum of 70% of gross FOB price to be paid to the cocoa farmer. A new financing model for cocoa purchases and related operations with associated benefit for increased processing will be introduced effective 2026-2027 crop season. The current financing model was invented as a necessity after the syndicated loan failed after 32 years of successful implementation, and it was proven not to be sustainable. In fact, it has proven not to be sustainable. The financing model is entirely dependent on the buyer's willingness to bear the financing costs and to pre-finance the purchase of cocoa. The key motivation for buyers in the previous season was the rollover contract priced at a rate of $2,661 per metric ton, when the existing market price were above $8,000 per metric ton. Once the gap between the rollover contract and the market price closes, and the majority of the rollover contracts are serviced, the buyer will not be willing to pre-finance the purchase of cocoa crop. Alternatively, the previous syndicated loan model requires that Cocoa Board sells forward most of the raw beans to lock in the contract, which repays the loan and serves as collateral as well. This system did not allow Cocoa Board to optimize prices on the market. In addition, the use of raw beans contract as collateral for the loan meant that Ghana could not optimize its installed capacity for processing. The new financing model will utilize domestic cocoa beans to purchase cocoa. The new financing model will utilize domestic cocoa bonds to purchase cocoa and repay the cocoa proceeds within each crop year. The bonds will be used to raise a revolving fund for Cocoa Board to turn around at least once during the season. The model will also revive the indigenous license buying companies that have been completely thrown out of business as a result of the current financing model. State-owned produce buying company, PBC, will be revived to resume full operations and become the leading license buying company in the cocoa sector with immediate effect. With the new financing model, Cocoa Board can sell beans of any volume to local processing companies to promote value addition and job creation. Cabinet has, however, directed that with immediate effect, the remainder of the beans for the crop year 2025-2026 should be allocated for domestic processing. Cabinet has also directed that beginning from 2026 to 2027 crop season, a minimum of 50% of all cocoa beans should be processed locally. And this will be part of the Cocoa Board bill going to Parliament. Pursuant to this, the state-owned cocoa processing company, CPC, will be revived as a matter of priority to become the leading processor of Ghana's cocoa beans. I've also, this morning, together with my colleague, the Minister responsible for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, met with domestic cocoa processors cutting across the private sector who have indicated that they have the capacity and the willingness to process more than 50% of Ghana's cocoa beans going forward. An agreement has been reached on the immediate implementation of this policy. In order to address the indebtedness inherited by the current management of Ghana Cocoa Board, Cabinet has further directed that the Minister responsible for Finance, myself, to urgently seek parliamentary approval for the following. One, to convert the legacy debt of about 5.8 billion Ghana cedis onto the Ministry of Finance and Bank of Ghana. Cocoa Board currently owes the Ministry of Finance 3.7 billion Ghana cedis, which arose from the conversion of non-marketable cocoa bills into a loan, and the Bank of Ghana another 10-year loan of 1.38 billion Ghana cedis. The debt conversion will restore positive equity and boost the international and local market to support the operations of the Ghana Cocoa Board. This will strengthen the balance sheet, obviously, of Ghana Cocoa Board to enable it to implement its new financing model and the reforms. Cabinet has also directed that, with immediate effect, there should be a transfer of road liabilities worth 4.35 billion Ghana cedis to the Ministry of Roads and Highways and the Ministry of Finance. From 2014 to 2024, Cocoa Board owed cocoa contractors. From 2014 to 2024, Cocoa Board awarded cocoa contracts of up to 26.5 billion Ghana cedis, with 21.5 billion Ghana cedis of contracts awarded between 2018 and 2021. That's
Jamo Akwaba at the Benny 100.9. And then you raise a what's an asia. Eye Jubedia, your friend, the Torchlight. I will need 100.9. Torchlight. Eye Jubedia, ye de bro, eye a Benada, and a Yawada. A Benada Yawade Biano. Ye the Torchlight, bro. Yatanasi, ye JJ. Yatanasi, ye Baba said ya normal. And then, in fact, the big fish, and Nameso, ewo punuma na ye beche. Eye announcement na ye hwe ni muse finance minister de beba. Enra emergency cabinet meeting also. Cocoa price as he say finance minister ateso enya finance minister no ateso ene de dey bi. Eye produce produce price review committee. Produce price review committee. Woman na ekotena se mo fan cheme na say dem ni na no pa mo no show ni nyina na e pa mo chew se mo fan cheme. Committee na ekoye adwuma. Ena womo asakrem based upon directions a free a cabinet e baye. Enti ene yebisa say so cocoa price ya every year 3,600 365.78 Inti yafa say with the 3,600 as is about 2,578, a difference of about 1,038 Ghana cedis. Ekuafo ebeso mu say amanyofo yi e kan mo dia wo musu e de ma ekuafo yi na wa Ghana na no mani bi yo ha yemu bi de da bia na yeka se enomani bi wo ha se ye eho amanyosem a ye enyegie se wo opposition se wo abemu because one sema se wo opposition a wo kano se wo ba abemu a ye de be meja enu nti ye wo no ma bi wo ha se no ama no ye mfa nye amanyosem typically the traditional partisan politics. Say MPP for Neyakra minority for a press conference. Honorable Kojo upon Kroma address say Ebeya Dr. Randy Abikrane so mo pamono. Nadia Dr. to force and beka brofu bi keke no beka. Ko kwani so open sika. Also say oh ka brof oh your brof so what so. And the minority for akasa. Na baby say so sa lessons we ni ade bia o mamu ni yedru ba bia say yetimu say yedru the turning curve no so ana because saying and somebody ayampa world market cocoa so what but say no opposition for the sama the then opposition and this for kind of susudia eti ebisa said decision a abanye take the aka nyina so ye beton no the local processing factories and ye beton say beans no remaining beans in the amount inti ene ye bedin common ye analysis ne ebisa say so anamotuo we ya abanye to no ebeboa koku akuafo ana midin the Mark Jerry OSEI AGYEMAN jumede ye friend Torchlight Pius Bedu Bansen ono na eye the producer Bobby Chidom and eye Juliana the studio assistant and right you know Dr. Fanadix and I executive producer fully supported by my general manager Kennedy Asante and eye me engineer Sachu Agbo na jare na Boaje woman na ebo Chidom ye jumede ye de bra we need 100.9 oko Facebook live na ye dem na mbom said amaka na ye Facebook no okay na say wo ho na ase tete ko eba na eko inti say yes na mo de ache but dem say am na o say Facebook ni YouTube Neat 100.9 FM Neat 100.9 FM dem YouTube channel no on the Despite Media and na woman me no ba bedi nkomo eye Abambela John eye part of eye NDC Womo National Communication Bureau Abambela John atenase John yaba kwaba
meja wo so mini apan
aha Torchlight
that's pa
and then so the first time abefa
ma ba say
meje me di say aye first time abefa hai won koye womo a ekoye womo first time ye kra ni introduce womo ha womo ye big men and no refi nkonko ye sabi so obi amne ni be hia bia na metu ni saafo bibi akoye mo ya big man na mo refi
sa futu we dey bia me can say every young politician be deserve say usua nuoma
yes
because before you say ansana aboa udwan ebefura patana just say will be na ayede
edenesio
that is it enti enkakra ene mo futu a mo de eta yachi ana mo ka kire say you dru ba bi so a yes you be make sure say you be kai ba bi a you free
yeah
say you be ya ebeboa ama wo china bi no ho asem kura beto abonti enipa na atumi adifend most of our appointees both in NPP and NDC
yeah
ni enti a atam so masem beto abonti a aya na radio presenters dodo na ata horo mo no because of say omo nkai
because yenimo
that is it
yenimo so they say time NDC ba kokra de na edi wache ewo me office ha
okay
ya ba program be producer e kan obi e na ye try na ase na me hye nkom na me say wow that time no opposition no it is Saturday program anopa ye wie na ye to wache a ye di office ye di ye na ye try ye ho picture na me say hwe no say ye ti a ye di wache ade da ache oba bam na nya position na utwa wani hwe ya say picture no be ya to ba me hu say the days are young and they oba so anya appointment
okay
onya appointment oba fi akro hwehwe but enya hwe yeah kwabrama ka say ababoles yeah that's it yeah it mean yes afo ni
but me that's fa ne wo futu
all right so bibi abako da kuma so bako
nyamia dom bako asante mantem fo so mo chia mo
yeah
adwuma mo bo no wa kra se no mo so mo te
yeah
na mo koso na mo adwuma na
that's right
sene aban so ehhehye nneoma amagana aya akono yi
yes
ye bekoso asra aban no se nyame ma no ahoden Excellency John Dramani mama
that's right
na won koso anye adwuma sene be ya Ghana betumi afa ne ntoma pa ye dai efra at the end of the day menua de Ghana for ye nyina ye hwehwe eye ade ba akopɛ se Ghana ebefa ne ntoma pa ye dai efra nti no ne ade a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama gusu a oye mawie no mamenchia me boss ma ade nyina the Chief of Staff Honorable Julius Debra Chief Julius Debra ye will be a ye hwe NDC amamu a ye buya odi mu ntintimai pa na ho brase na futuo ne kasa kira wode ma appointees ene His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no ten se eboa abanya fa ne ntoma pa ye de efra eti da bia wo ba asante mantemu da bia me kɔ program ameka me se Yewura Mahama se onkɔ ne prince ai onkɔ biem dia na se bre so se NDC ebeyi obi amana di yanim ama yakɔ 2028 a na me madwemu ne de leader minimum say nka ye hia no pa e Chief Julius Debra etimi de mekanfo no ba bia mekobia say bre no so na say Chief Julius Debra unity a let's support the man na won be ye Franka two former NDC na 2028 Ghana fo hu ne modern boy a wabo wa ban mu na ye nto aso na wonya adwuma so nko mfa mo Ghana e ma Ghana mfa ne nto mapan fra
meda say eye Bambila John out in Kano abrante we eye finance minister the constituency mu no free or so go so your secretary no what that okay or your former constituency secretary MPP
but me down village secretary
village secretary the other so
propaganda of village
yes it or your former constituency secretary war Dr. Kaslato Force Ejumako Enyan CM about one person so your friend Kweku Noah Kweku to say
munua me amena dom nkwado da achen na abangbon na mama siara hemu a wadi kwaye wadi hwen a wada ho wadi hwen a yatimi yada yentumi nkate yin nti ahoden de yame da achen na abangbon nimbui na ayeyi ajari dem aka adwuma kwa asemiara adwuma kwa na esi amofo dem kan cho de wucho papa
bejo so
na wonchi akese so nko ma yan Franka tunya yame ya adoma mfi apem mpima bien eduna wotwe Ghana focus on Santana MPP yadina agina da yan hwe na yan fa nambra yimira yame ya adoma 2028 2029 7 January yame be na adom be da membu no ahyanensa oye yewura Mahmoud Baumia and the Central Region executives we now obai all the constituency chairman all the regional executive other former MPs there one na ayekwa against wodi nature we now obai o minute nkwa no wo hye ne bode ye be yemi se konkonfi ye za ta nature na ye sana akufam nso atim na aka mo wo polling station or electoral area na so yakohwe na yesisiwa no nti Magjerry michia ye wura Mahmoud Baumia
all right
na ya minitiri nkwa so nko papa na Magjerry mi be na budu La Paz mudu malam jansen no before ka du La Paz La Paz wo ton TV o pa aya je La Paz wo ton TV o pa na budu wo na wo pa Baba Jama 1005 Baba Jama Matso do 1000 sana 32 in TV La Paz for friend Baba Jama
okay mame kwa mano somra mene Emmanuel Mawile eye obia or your business person na railway committee yebeka ye ho a eye railway nade dada na aban auction because no mu ye free so no mu de foforo aba beguso ekwa ese nsem bi aba ho ye ne Emmanuel eni ho komo Emmanuel Mawule yima ma adwo ete say
yamena dom ye na wan say
Nyankopa dom boko jiri se bibi ekoso
e ba ye den yamena dawro ma yetu comment ne na se na de ba manyano
okay
na ye di
na ede na ede yaudie no aba ede na esi
munia sometime in November last year and the Railway Development Authority new old rail lines no shared no what any machines in what na were constructed for into as a businessman based in Takoradi no me be them scraps no motor bi na so my then my top into them then order may apply and I may apply to a committee via what's the Ministry of Transport and a Railway Development Authority was set up to sell the scraps. Now no contact one will release letter of scraps order me then mafa 2 locations. The one from Kojo Krom through Eshiem to Ango, and then some scraps in Takwa around in Suta and Takwa Krum Nankasa. Yoko Koto Krum, Kakabe Biladen, yes, second. Offend that Takwa Saturday, Duman, and now the Binomobile wasn't there. Scraps na water na man, Sana Comitino, water na my Binum for so. Now, more year on the dead. Or me account number. What's in this capital? Ever go to Bank of Ghana? Account number. Account number no. Some of the watch show. If you know, order the Bank of Ghana. Account name here. NTR Austin Sales. Account number no order. What's your do? You call Bank of Ghana. You call Bank of Ghana. They call it Ghana. You're calling what's in there? We needed a letter from the Ghana Railway Development Authority. And found out they were accepted to scan over 1.6 million. Fine. We came back to the committee. Frimpong, and the Hakim, and the one council, lawyer, or your chairman. Okay, you better not catch them there. The media, they were going to give me another account number. Account number, what the mama know? And or your CBG bank account. I didn't know that the Medium Royal Security Services Limited. What's the Oya Hakim? Ni account number. Into the Dama account in the we did a direct transfer of 1.5 million Ghana cedis.
I don't know. Says you can free outfit.
Me patrol evidence.
Was it more directed over
1.5 million Ghana cedis.
Okay.
900,000 Ghana cedis one, and then 600,000 Ghana cedis another from different banks, summing up to 1.5 million Ghana cedis. In the year one, Yama 180,000 Ghana cedis. Internet is saying na Akabuma, or 1.68 million Ghana cedis to buy the scraps. Challenge the FAC, we're supposed to get over 700 tons. But the America shop, 154 yen sanka. Scraps a yen sanka, undo even 300,000. From November up to now, committee members, Hakim, Mojis Kefi, ya friend.
Was it Hakim, or your wine?
Hakim, also, or your more national security.
No, say. Or you're a member of the committee?
I am a member of the committee set by the Ministry of Transport and Ghana Railway Development Authority. Yafra Hakim Afra, young Paul I send the messages on fa.
Modisikane share Hakim. Modisikane share Hakim and sa. And I was say na account na modikotum.
Yes, sending 1.5 million Ghana cedis to that account now or the money on CBG. I say Medusa Royal Security Services Limited. 1.5 million you and I see no cash 180,000 Ghana cedis. So what come at 1.680.
But I said then Wuku Cruise Casa de Koto Obi personal account to ma and your Bank of Ghana.
And they are part of the committee, and we are not the only ones they were selling the scrap to. Scrap, what and with the letter they were holding, and the quarter were inaugurated one was Ministry of Transport. So they had the authorization of the Ministry of Transport and then Ghana Railway Development Authority. Now, in Bank of Ghana account, it's coming. What's in there? You get letter from them. You know what to know? This is another account. I want to be this Canadian. As a businessman, I want to get return for my it's kind of media then go to. And of course, so we is scrapping so we thought that it was a genuine business. Crazy, no brother. Everyone for one fact. Every now and then, I'm having a meeting with my minister. We were meeting me for back, on for back. Make case now. I reported the case to Sabio, the regional command. the regional police command of the Western region. I'm very frustrated. I don't know what to do now. So I'm appealing to the President of the Republic, President Mahama, to intervene for me. And all the appropriate authorities to intervene for me. If you don't want to scatter the time, let me make it then. Make it the major. I think in the morning, some Hakim, some.
Okay. Now, since when did you realize, Matuas Kanama, Mintia will be what's your better Mutuas Kano?
Yes, Kano, on the 7th of November 2025.
7th November 2025. Hey, Senator Chasana, this Yabaya Bakrama, Woman Trouble, some of the Crabedu.
Brother, Americano, or in a crap.
Anna Hakim and Na Wokano, or say Ministry of Transport Bank and inaugurating committee, you know. Is it the current minister or the previous administration?
But your NDC minister, and I can answer.
Hey.
Hakim, or a member of the party. Now, I try to use the party hierarchy to resolve the matter. Make the team from last year up to now.
Okay, say as scraps in a Monsakano. What's the what value a bear say?
About 235,000
out of 1.68 million. Na on my update be a more petition I won't want to ye or other companies can.
Come again.
There may be say a wo company pe and I'm a group of people and a mutueska.
Let me do one name. And I'm then this kind of medical team. A group of no one, they are traumatizing my family. Because I'm in the middle of name then. When this can come on.
More petition the transport ministry.
On 2 occasions, personally, I have not petitioned the transport ministry. But other people, Dama Hakim and okay, do one canal. One far scraps now. On 2 occasions, they petitioned the Ministry of Transport. Ministry of Transport. Why don't she? May ever time the Hakim no? What happened? What crap? On 2 occasions, personally, I did not petition the Ministry of Transport because 2 people have petitioned the Ministry of Transport. Only which may be into the one man petitioning the Ministry of Transport.
My report Ediama Police.
My report, Madam, the regional police command or Western region. Emma, police, where the mention all the sites in Naga or China. You're quite, can be 1 million coming internal. He's taking photos. So I thought that, and by now, investigations have been concluded. And guy you watching, Ghana on them, on them Ghana had they. All them money they freely. He lives his normal life. Obia said your own put into order. So it's a case that I've reported to Ghana police. I want you to say our regional day.
Bepacho, more base away.
I'm based in Takoradi.
Hakim and so away.
Menoka the teacher Hakim the Accra no. He came to the region because of the
exercise in intra. And now moon name in the whereabouts.
The this year the whereabouts it will be a name. Now Hakim Paras a man in the whereabouts and I can share Hakim. It is going to be a long story.
Hey.
He's not a man. If he was a man, and Kobe in him. Because if I get a hold of Hakim, if I get the kind of embarrassment this guy has caused me, it will be difficult to separate us.
Hey.
And you know, more will be and then I came to a car yesterday to look for him. Because she's trying. I did not get him.
Really? The Padre was saying I'm okay with Sikabo Munya 1.68.
8.
A group of 8 people.
8 people. Ebinam Sabio. Okay, free. Credit unions. And what is can what the bank? At a thing, they have threatened my life and the life of my family because of Hakim. Hakim is living his normal life.
Hakim no so ni appointment bi awa ben mo.
Hakim no also a national security operative. He's the director of operations, national security.
Wow. Eno de nipa no obetimi ne nano aka ne saa o. O say national security de obi atimi ya gaga is me national security so na ntisa.
Sorry, okita convoy. Okita dispatch rider.
And I make I say and no justify obi or national security operative. But what I'm saying is obetimi aka ne saa. So no na CS or national security operative. Okay. So what can say dia? I think it is a say mo pese abanye de.
Mr. The President of the Republic of Ghana, President John Dramani Mahama, to intervene on farm. Now you have all the appropriate authorities, including the IGP, Yoko, to intervene for me. This guy, I don't want to. He is for me, making my a criminal because sabi any criminal and change the mistake name from one or flower and fat. Was no message that and reply back. But how can you treat a fellow brother like that?
And I was it
Hakim Yusuf Senari. Hakim Yusuf Senari is his name. Hakim Yusuf Senari is his name.
Hakim Yusuf Senari.
His name.
And I was supposed to phone ya hoche.
My reporting person that died.
Oh, report to he.
Our Western region, the regional command, they said they have an intelligence unit. Me call and my police, and my team, the beer, or say first person na take photos.
Okay, me patron, me be somewhere some meja consignment no mo de brem no. One man e so de brem na mo kire mo na mo amko yie.
Me patron, we try him na alcohol with our team members and then you go to try.
Okay, ndi amko to try na sana.
If you are one, alcohol, I don't know what to know more than multiple people. So when you go there, there's a team there that is protecting the place. In fact, where people get violent.
I tell you, say we call one no match mo say mo so.
Yes.
Hey.
Wait, your time away. On so many occasions, I got some of my boys arrested. The man Hakim na also all your national security no. Anu na obatakwa. On the Takwa Police Command. On one cafe and they released over 8 of my boys that were on site working.
Wow. All right. Emmanuel. I'm sorry, some young fancy how on. Yanem pennyfo bi bedi ho nkomo. Especially say nipa ni claim say oya national security operative. So what they say? Na ye ho ne pomesebre. Why?
That's the part I mean sure, but you would mom I'm pochola. Na me ha I'm pocho.
Yate. Ye bedi hu dwuma. E dia mantina say wo hwe ma be ya aboso me be miensa ni de. No mama itawe.
Asa, me no ka say, me papa sa frija on the 21st, me kwa ko tie no.
It was the last time I'm receive a year my last consignment.
That was last year, this year, last year, December.
December when I'm receive last consignment,
December.
Okay.
Only part of December, and they're losing last consignment.
Okay. Yeah, the anybody actually. Why?
That's it. I mean, sure one so.
Jacopo Israel. Yeah, and pennyphobia tie, your message binti, your be follow up. Now, if possible, you relay to that contact. Why?
I mean, sure when.
Ima also ya that's it. Abusia yane Emmanuel Mawili or your businessman based in Takrade. I say Abrante bia your friend Hakim Yusuf Senari. I bet you musika say real that you know. One more time, man, say 1.68 million. Railway and the amount is about just 235,000. Okay, it's your best. Yet the anybody actually near you follow up. All right. Pagunoa. Say our audio. That's right. Now, my mission say free Abambila. Abambila, what am I about?
Correct.
And the presentation made by Finance Minister. Specifically, on a cocoa farmer sika yentimintu amount. And then why instruct say immediately from today. As I say, cocoa farmers start to become sika. And I'm more buying you too. And more benefit between the cocoa farmers.
Yeah, medase. Ene akwenya odi amami. Mamemfa akwenya we so na memfa asidakesiye Emma His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Ene ne appointees, most especially the finance ministry led by Honorable Kesel Atoforsen. Wo omadwuma sonko a omo eye no wo Ghana ha say. Ni edikan about cocoa issue no. Minua ni edikan no medi apacho kese be ma ye cocoa farmers. Say ni esie no. This is not how aban no na opese oye. But enam bibiso ena amana beduru empempenso yi. Ti de apacho kese be ma ye cocoa farmers nyina na yasre almost going forward no. Se enhyehyeye foforo if international market eba aban enye no hwehan de omu deserve no aban eye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama aban e de omu chefa eye fe na emu odu e de ebema omu maka ne saa wie no. In fact se wo hwe before price eba bebe yenyina yenim se time cocoa farmers sha ase na omu esu efa omu sikasem ho na nyene sha ase na omanpanyin His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na watia ne na achi kakra. In fact obedru ye because of say we a listening president na o share Ghana for bo say amamu a meba bebu me de no kre ene wo buo ni nidie na ebe chichire Ghana ama Ghana afa ne ntoma pa efre no obaye the first thing na omanpanyin John Dramani Mahama ye wanum suo wa anwarempo ne ye ne se no akuafo suo omusu no eyemisu akuafo atete a omokon eyematete ne santin mami kove emergency meeting with cabinet na yenhwe kwan pa ye befa so a ye betumi edi nkomo na crisis a SC ewo eye cocoa board any cocoa farmers ni betumi ayi sa crisis na ye de everywhere. God be so good. Enra this emergency meeting no eba ewiya ene the finance minister, the able finance minister of our time etumi abua men ne ye den hyehyɛ de agu akwam. Said the medical part no say ye ka say ye di enioma bebrebe achi a menua eye arehosem the rate at which ya NPP are buying ebe manage ye cocoa sector, which is the cocoa board no. In fact na ya arehosem but abanesa awie the only option a ye betumi aye ene say ye betu anamo papa ebeboa na da bia meka na mekoso aka de beti na meka ne sa meka to me se sa wo kan abakose mu about aboa woso na obia bedi adanse sa aboa woso nya aboa wo bafie the moment you bounce aboa woso ne na ba ko asi fikire a agikim no na wo bese ne yoma eti me I am not surprised say NPP for kofa aboa woso no eti any time a ye be man NPP akwanya so omumra aban mu bia no na oma bese ye enoma it has to take NDC ne beba be reform enoma. That is why you say yeah the reset agenda and this reset agenda na ebebua menua sa wo hwe the cocoa board honoma o hawa Randy Abbey eye the CEO obebeto ye a watumi aclash how na ebi ni say Randy Abbey baye na eka NPP aban abo ato wo cocoa sector honom no is 32.5 billion. E was a Randy Abbey class can ye day everyone. 2 sa wo hwe cocoa road nso a asate Era John Dramani Mahama efri abam cocoa road contractor na ewo ho was 5 billion Ghana cedis. 5 billion Ghana cedis NPP buy ya ofri abam the year 2024 no. Now what the cocoa road a cap 21 billion Ghana cedis na aka wa mana be 26 billion Ghana cedis. and the reforms are ye de commercial bedroom ni chere say e car omabwa to nyina no e wo say ye auditing na ba bia sika no kokodi e na ehwe ho asam ye dai eka na sane America no e wo mu say enya aban we pe say koko bu a e 3600 plus no obeti so e di aba e 2500 plus enya aban we pe na mom ye nyina ye di adanse ye say koko a Ghana ha say no ye produce no one enya Ghana ankasa na ye toye koko e ya amanonefo ye kwaji sika na amanonefo aba beto nti usa wohwe mu akoko no ayeto no ye wo 60-40% e wo hono ma the 40% ne ye Ghana ya and the 60% ne ya amanonefo dia eti before ye betumi ato koko no bronika se me fra bibi international market price the moment the international market price of cocoa ebe kosoro no menua na e kire se e wo se aban no so etumi ye dai etu cocoa buom kakra e de ma wo mo the moment ya international market price so beba from no na edi adanse say it affect eye aban no eye cocoa to no so wo hwe NDC pen so a ye raise cocoa no de ko 3600 na edi adanse say international market price no was $7,200 $7,200 etina utum kakra de makwiani na esefata but at this time amene wo ka say ye nyina ye di adanse say $7,200 na ye international market price no ne bo so atihwim ebo no so atihwim abedru eye $4,100 to $4,200 I dear dance pefe say so we share the FOB and I said the price the price producer price now a buying way at the mark for which is $5,040 now and no crab bro international market price no so it's the only option a buying way was say yeah and say ye behwe na yate so kakra but I need you some more a woman say ye free BBFOB which is free on board. This free on board no since a cocoa ye to cocoa I say no. E bin see that say aban say what the free on board am equia for 90% that. E bin see that in the issue of Ghana I say. It has to take care of John Dramani upon all the crisis aye ko mu nyina no. It has to take care of John Dramani Mahama. Say baby a dream. Ponsa I drop from 7,200 about 4,000 plus in nyina no e wo say ye de eye FOB no e kwa 90% e de ma ekwiafo enti enya aban we pe se obeye saa oha ode koko ekwiafo be call how ana amane we ti ye be sere koko ekwiafo ese international market price na about from no eno na ama aban we aban ye ya aban ye bu o my papa no yet to marry so now we are promising koko ekwiafo say whenever a year international market price ebe cost rubiano the government of his excellency John Dramani Mahama ebe make sure say obetu koko fo akatu emu so amomani ayede age eden this time say kwani beka se nisika enam 3,006 no yet so dey about 2,005 you could bear with me say enye easy but abanesa those who understand say Ghana ha system no baby adru no we need to reform it no cocoa sector no ye reform ye di bill come rashe bedwam se ne be ya ye be yan sachro ye bebrebe ewom na ni je samba kwa ewom ne se wo hwa abranu bia ye to cocoa ni wi ye process cocoa no Ghana say ye de kwa amanone but this time NDC abanya His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the able finance minister honorable Councillor to force say at least 50% of cocoa na ye turn Ghana we will process it here yeah ni gisem it imagine say we ye cocoa akwani na 100% ni nyina e ko amanonia Ghana mfaso be na ye nya ye dey e wo so it a better move from Councillor to force as 50% of it ni ye be processing Ghana ha say ye processing Ghana ha say na eboa ama ye cocoa no so atumi ayede afa ne ntoma pefra ye hwa ade bi wa say ebra NPP ewo a omo so omo di cocoa price ekọ 3,100 Ghana cedis ewo Ghana ha say no na cocoa akuafo na nkasa eye smuggle ewo Ghana ha say smuggle ne say na cocoa akuafo ne nton cocoa ne mfa ma aban because no munim say aban ne sisi wo mo eti ade ba akọ na wo mo say no omo de call our neighbor country bi to say Togo but Cote d'Ivoire na omo akọ cocoa ne yedai ewo ho no. And when the Abe and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, cocoa smuggle na wo Ghana hasin etwecha. You know why? So ufa Togo na ufa Cote d'Ivoire. Ye ebo na Ghana ha ye tono no. E wo soro che ye what do call it Togo ni Cote d'Ivoire no. Eti aboa ma ene ame no kasa nyina no. Togo fo ni Cote d'Ivoire krampo e beton omu cocoa e wo Ghana hasin. Science ache ye we ya abai. Enye Ghana nkwa na yeye affected. Uko Cote d'Ivoire for so ati omuko price so. The same thing as Togo. Omuso ati omuko price so. Affect omunyina because of international market price. Eti ye ye besre ekriafo. Ye ni mo so omuso. Ye ni mo hawa omuko at this time no. But we are appealing to them say this is not a decision from the government itself. Nemo muno. The decision, you know, I was say you take it from the international market price here already so. We are also telling Equiafo say in as much say ebuano aba from ni nyina no, we promise you say ye di bibia what do you call it free fertilizer ebebremo. Aban we say free fertilizer and oguso obeche the amount. Etu ye kwani a huni say aban we beche free fertilizer the amount. One thing about this government, many as I did be say, so we shall Nanaro Danko for the bra o free abamuno. Na dear o man penny that da a yajon de kunko for the buyer a friend mass spray no. Nana Nano Danko for do a guno. Under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Wenyano. Wa revive a mass spraying war Ghana has mass spraying air coso ewo cocoa sector bia and I say cocoa growing area bia. E dia dance say aban we aya aban a wo dwene akuafo ho onim sane akuafo esunu omo how esitie even John Dramani Mahama as president no so ye akuani eti wonim sane system ne de esitie eti abranu bia no make sure say obeboa ama akuafo ho ayen ha wo na me bai eni gisamba ko ne say me ankasa ba bia me free which is Tepa for no north in the Ashanti region. Koko akuafo ni bia express omo gratitude e de akire oman panyin His Excellency John Dramani.
Koko akuafo ne ebia ni age
because omo say wo hwe ba bia koko buo na ewo na eso atehwim ababedroi na aban we ateki bold decision a editwam. This bold decision omo say omo hu bi da. Koko akuani bia sam kro kan say if not His Excellency John Dramani Mahama decision we ya wateki na ke ye abanya wa free so ye na nado ne ba omi abanya even e bi krapo anka o muntumi nton 2,500 Ghana cedis na ye kan wa asem no because this decision no enye decision na obetumi akase o tenioma so eti ye besra akuafo ye shemu bosa ye be reset all sectors ya abanya ye MPP abanya say no we are resetting the cocoa sector no. Yerisati cocoa sector anywhere. We believe say a cocoa for mubeti adia de ewo masum. The price will increase under this government because yerisati a cocoa sector home. It's your best cocoa for say omunum osuo nya dey entwen wope at this time no na minim say aban ye NDC aban emma omanim nya dey engu aseda. Menua me kan sa na me kan biem say sa wohwe koko na yateso na yateso de about 2,500 Ghana cedis ya
2,578
2,000 yes it is a wohwe obi beka say wanya bi ama wasewa onsa anye de wasa abonekon that is not the scenario. The scenario here is that the international market price no what is it as at now I mean we can say international market price are increasing and now aban way etimi a drop omo price now that is where yen nyina ye beka se aban na anya de anase meboa but well I say international market price a reduce no now we hear FOB crampa ye de ma cocoa farmers na it means that e was say aban etumi take decision na ebeboa ama cocoa farmers no so aye de enwan ha omo ti ye besre omo they should bear with us na minim say ebre enche kora this government will come back and explain a lot of things. But we are assuring them that we will come to their cocoa farms, their communities, their rural areas, their communities near no Mabekasa. Afa the reason a buy way day it to me taste on. Na ya chira wo mo say cocoa no enye yankasa na ye day ye ton wo Ghana ha say e ya manone e na ye day ye to amanone for na beto. So in this case no se koba ne sana sa amanone buo no so ba forma it was affected the local market price no it ye beba forma be chirechiro mu na mom ye hwe se ye nuanom NPP fuo e de propaganda nsem e be kofom because say ye jawo mu a mu be twa ntro poto e de atwere Ghana for na me di manu besie no ene adia wo be ko ba bia obi e kan say NPP is not a political party. I was say your man will another chance for Ghana. I say, unim de entia. Me busa we kuobi no mo se hwe. NPP de sa wo mo chance ya. Omo finance minister no. Oba mrahye badwa mu se oba be deliver budget ya. Atade a wo hye bia ye fita. Ene
na de ka de.
Tie me wo ha se ade a ene e wo ho ne se wo hye atade fita. Se wo de ko bank. Akwa bobo sin aye ma
I do dia wa chi
me se wo de call bank tie o wo shata de fita se wo de call bank wo de call bank akwa bobo sin aye ma unim de tira omo se de eye kenofoliata eye Ghana
odi atade fita
eye odi atade fita da Ghana for wo mra se badwa mu no enne bank fu nyina suro bia wo chata de fita wo de ba beje bosia omusuro se wo giwia wo di bedwane eti de ye ka chen PP Ghana for ne se yesrem munya abotre maye na ye nhye Ghana ma Ghana emfa ne ntoma panye de infra all sectors ye reset na ye reset wi a ye behu better improvement a ye de beba all sectors ama wo bia ho aye de ahehan no.
All right Abambila John yes Abambila wo din free Upper East and
me free
Upper East that's right Abambila John attending Kwaku Noah efifi mantem Kwaku
Majeri
the Abambila aka dia wa wampi aka ne we gina na nine so aka ne eto aso de mam
yo Majeri
yes
amanda wase bio na menchi etiefo mpempem a wanya bere wo ite nkankan menna no na meja no mekofo a dodo na wo ye kuku ma ka be yenu anu ndc fo ate onya brand here enyimbiri wenya adager wetu na wa betna ha nse mo rekan de o man ya am wo de wo mbo won see about what the yim sisi ya boto ye March 3rd oye mo bi ko 32 in TV
I dey
eno nya about wo yim sisi ya wo ba boto
na 10
inti mo original hurricane na MPP fo wo ye dam na MPP fo wo ye dam MPP fo wo ye dam nya na ye pia cheyo abofra ketewa a manari besido na dze kohwi ndabraba tagiramade de so abrabo mi wo bo hwe wo dai na baby owo nu ndo kokko ntimo beka anyen itafirido lidze kohwi de yi kokko Ghana fo yan ye ebo no wo sor ma Ivory Coast fo wodin akofo mo wodi Ivory Coast wodi kokko fi wo wodi wendom wodi ba hen
na basa a fact say
uncle yan kokko Ivory Coast is here what on 5 kilo per $5 per ton per kilo you $5 per kilo you multiply by 64 or you 320 times 11 on 3,520 this is what they buy. Google sees here is a price of cocoa in Cote d'Ivoire. Oh yeah,
it's currently yati ya dia you see.
Oh yeah, 2000 and yet yan too yet do now record what year you know no yeah they sell it as at way back in October no what on or yeah 2,800 CFA francs it's more now we be na back there one what was the most whatever way share my brother sorry for cocoa nsam na aka abanya obadra na nyi kokoko ekwafo ho obi ari ntumi yi MPP aban fi order na ebe gina na osune do abewe na mu di na chimi na agbasi no okwari si no nyimna ase okwara we twani ti woda chimi ase this are symbols of a party ntime gina na sabi mbe dey botu hu ntime go na nde class nyi ba biara abobra kitikita mana si no bobo bra de be ko hwi no wa che de bedi heaven wo ho na hell so wo ho na ya dwuma bi a ye di bia including radio do ya betre ye kasei wo ye be ya no wo ho mo ma bredu ya boto waba in the finance minister ya that time no a minority leader okogina bredu nkwawo o se be gina dwuma akoka kire hen de koko na aban watum bia be fa koko fi our friend then 470 Ghana cedis anamoboa now within the space of 8 years no you go to 3,001 you be no you 4,700,000 you go to 31 million okwanyi to 31 million da be na yeka 31 million was say cement bo ahe what wotumo de to baade wotumo de fa ya manu ma hayati mudi ngo na mbeka cha hen de mo ba mo mudi bokọ 65 million na koko ni amakura akode ya 65 million inti se hwe 2024 ahu nkrofo bia watu wo koko bebre was gu ho me yanku bi wo fra na asante o brakwa akobo bosa to koko wa si wo da ndis baba mo abatu koko anke wo ba mo de rande abe ibesido ba na ore first thing no ko ekwafo ahu da video ni bi ekungbo azu ko empo no want wa no koto ekungbo
sa konya no yese oduru ho no me de man enye ono no so ade ko
was me ahabemo no koto straight chair rubber san
koko bo si yo ba
koko asefon no koto ekungbo rubber san want wa no
debi wo mu se unim se koko bo rom offices across
no when
is men sitting now komu no men sitting no provide sa chair
no kwatina dem ekungbo no haban ase wo
okay
wa bra haban ase gba prem na yetena do
okay
osha na ekwafu osha Wellington boots osha kaftan na ekwafu osha habematar no kojina ho anyu akakaya na 411 na my brother when you Africa krachen e bia dem anhwe abeye peyina ache obia wa asumi mde fie kurase da bia nda na atre wo to koko masi koko bo CEO onnam radio do media to ima do twa media to no mu anapatu tutu wo boss 6 o'clock not joy wo boss 7 not adom no oba nitia okoyi okay
ade ama
oba okay
when the head of corporate communications
no so okay asa no fear kokwa am seven kan wo that ben wo batu ko price man we may you CEO of Cocoa Board oya the madden and be ade otwe the media yin here I look no okobo hwan no otwe ma uche went man ko bio nko obokwa wa ko community information centers inara just or ko akoche kire Cocoa gba wa to went man fa nko my brother abranti ti ha ekohwe kru so reading there randi abeba na ya agboka brede agu 32 billion for him na is it not a going concern Cocoa Board na sabe enye Cocoa no wato no wo koto no enye Cocoa no mfa so na se baby amunyi sika won obandan na car la ho nse mageri sasa na nsia wa koto Land Cruisers anan ina Toyota Hilux pickups nkoko 110 ohanyi du wadi ma okoko de sujai baby amunyi sika no
there be cars in the wakoto and it has been confirmed cars in the wakoto ba o say sika de koto cars no ye sweeping sika omo bibi on fe ni sweeping
my brother
say sweeping se ne ye cocoa beans na emu oha no egu from a eno mo ton ma the local processing factory it say sika no no mo de koto ka
my brother oh le kase ye di jana ado Cocoa da mejo ka to Cocoa fu afremo wo bonse ma wo ma gere mi ye man ke program ye hu nko ya anopa ni za kwotena ba bia wo do Cocoa na ebedi da nsami wo ho na ebedi abet no aba ka da nsami my brother he what's it one do nsego ya bi nwo imbra what opposition nsama kesala wakan nda ba na asi na koko wo beto do a just from cabinet meeting na CEO na epam woto ina ni deputies na ba na wo ye ministry na koko board chance na ba na wo ye just o campaign wo frɛ asoafo nyina mba bi mu fi ha wo ja wo betra wan san wa kra wo beto koko do na bo frɛ cabinet meeting bia ya bo hwɛ mu ye ko ma je ran hwɛ wo frɛ cabinet meeting po ba ka chore despite on to work it do Majari, I don't hear you. Ne Azan who had my yapa ye coco. A cobata, you hear a bo, a son habem, you hear two, not a hatter, in suit to the cobado, a very border cobab, and I put a woman in them, not a part one, a prepare ye. Na, it's a corner one term. You know what the board about the board about the board about Coba was what. Kadana Moko, you could be a friend of Bob na papa bi o sham asi koko ehisi ogwa ya hwe onye na aban wa hu da wo hwe wo ya de onye no eni nti ne wa sadan di saban wo sisi won de mi mo ba bibia no gba akosor isu akaka wa so dollar abefom petrol abefom hwe general legal council examination fee last year no 1500 in the other 1950 30% increase 30% increase. School fees last year for what to 1,000, 15,000, in the other 23,000. Bagari, there, a kaka was so dollar before, kaka was so petrol before. No, Quenya Cobo, mounted them, wild bread, in water come when Cherubia and other Pamo, and I didn't want them, in the cocoa, so war. Bagari, say no cocoa, or your friend had a walk, no green. Say huna zinaba frame with Rebecca da hama the church go bo so na wako ate mo huru wapemen iyimi na we dimu ndo me fa woni na ma ba ibegina hwe ye hwa ban a odwunu koko ho fu o man pan kufo na bredo na odi koko ma spray yin ban NDC imra ye fa ba NDC ba na koko no wagba anyim gankra wate wa fa NDC fo it wogbo what the was how MPP it wo mba was na wa atu akotrem na onyim de ayi so wa mba wo na wo gba yiduwe na wa mba ha mbo wo fia wo wia na wo wia na wa atu aba ni ezi ma me ye mia ya after ma se ban 2009 na ye hit 1 million tons kufu ba fa ne na mba 300 tons ye this ma ko 800 ko 900 atamos kufu na mo ye na atamos ba 209 ni be 1 million hit 1 million tons fito ye to be nko bio enti MPP abredo the former cocoa board see oba edubuahin oba na okofa bibi friend buahin edu oba na okofa mo friend ayi pollination cocoa pollination ye training nkrofo and the cocoa board no twa nwoka wo pollinators I want one hand poll because in one ayi friend dey ndoa fa friend ta na mbon wo cocoa no do na wo the ayi wo friend wa fa ni nhire no no wo da akaka me cocoa na so Papio Pena no se tumu snap hands and cotin that e botumaye, what by what team bebun, ne kwa yi pollinators, what you know what the ones are, no cocoa sudo so. Also, those songs soon ye paja, Bunumama, ito, who cocoa yan. O my pain, the Nancy, I wasn't obey, obedina the car. The boy war ban now, cocoa, boy, what a ban, saying a ingo cocoa codobi. Not me, uncle, Kojasaba, the papa national call. Okwa kodwani na agu ye odro kokonde kodwa na pay ofre morusu de na ye kozizi ye de ye enti wo fra cabinet meeting na anya bibia ma wusewa isansu ko wa na tam magari mi ko chabuka to wanza mo na mokoi me ye ntwara metam soka na atodo 10 million na magari da man todo ni pa hu say ye konyiza on wo kaya agbogbo ina no ebia nyimra wo fa so 10 million ni because be fa paafo mu ado in the wo be spray ni why na basa anti just waranga sa kwato ase gang fo no ba what just wara mo ho petrol isan mo ho consume ho akofa nkrofo mu akonsu na asia akoto petrol da ma gang fo wo bodu wie so odo wo je obi bi kakra abobo da meka ina awie na o man pain wo begina ho onye finance minister onka aban papa be mo man ya wasi bibiara ye ma inde ba biara adwuma bibiara ko na sa won puntu akọ achi NDC ka choda impuntu aba na wati wa ketado onu impuntu magari hwe abanyi adzoda ye kwafu na ehu magari ya hwe we mo ba ada we je wan galamsey yo
galamsey galamsey acheche nkrofo bebre
wo acheche hona nti wo DC bi mpo o je galamsey tax nti the wo DC
o man kanya instruct the local government minister
so
we investigate
until the was Ashanti regional minister na ade won so galamsey lo kodun po yin bi until ade say there we are in there gold board won koto boat in the one we yin wo Embra what and the 2 days what the gold board act quarry it is a cocoa bill I was warrior with that so ya that way you have been prank what the choir and what announce price what by never ya busuma hin ye womi ya busum de ba san ye womi it is a what ba na said the mazin no mo say ya ehun but ye de ko hwe ya na nkrofu ye bu nkrofu wa bem sisiara akwaye da krisi ho awodo okoko akwaye da kram ye osesemina ho ono ontum nka asemina na nwe ono so a ontum nda ho nko na okomedatan hwe iya wa ye ho mpa wa bo ho ka bebre nya adentem fo enwo na nyo bia na otum so no koko share bi wo de krasi nemi nti ye won krofo bia wo dentem a ebi ono wo kro ni finfini kakra nti nya meso kwa o eje ko sata bu koko ayi bohwe plane bohwe na yi ma obi a plane fa na hwe na mam kakra na mba wa gbo school no nanse a wodi brain na adi awre koko season no so obedi brain na what koko pa nkrofo atotwa nkrofo nkoko agu ade kape bia oba agboto mpo na nsa aka ni skate oba ya atodo 10 million nti obi a wa to koko be ya mboto 200 agu no eje multiply 200 by 10 million the me pani feed on tum kofa duru no mu ko bi mo bobusa no wodi de mugwan ma me yan kwa musa ko ma ase ona do yen do ko je bosa na ototo ko nti dan mo ko musa na ko aso ko ma to egu no kra 1/5 ma to egu no kra 1/5 it is adam koko na musa wa ko to egu amusa men kerman ya wa to be $500 egu na ba ya to do 10 million ni 500 times 10 million na ebejina de yambo se mo ebejina de kanofora to sa atalifiti of the copal ono afekoko what the one we ndo campaign na abirim yeti I work say no what the one ndo campaign na abirim ebejina jira zavra oya ina se ogbo ina so bakora emeze bakara one time na chi so o friend wa ko je score da ko masba ko je score da ko ndo aba odo advert asam kesa papa de ma ekwafo dia USA epata
o ye campaign de ma Dr. Baumia no
Baumia ya to abeyin nti bi chia
okay
so ya to abu SCP do oroko
na samo ye no mo ya campaign
ye campaign mete wa feed mbe campaign abade ye ke koko ekwafo wo sika 10 million aben ye fi wo botom 10 million aben atutu wo koto mu
ya meche wadwen seso ne say Opanyu Julius Dabra Ochiano nje okwa akwaje
ya be make asma American ye there so we obabe that abin adwuma ya sa achelo
adwuma mo
ebe na wo kodo bi atwa ne ponka wan fa pencil and some the pen be shem nya ponk na ye ne hwem wa so tiri wi agu na pepem kwake kukufu asama aba awu ne twekwohwe na owi afiri ho de ekohwe na ridin abranti o sha so pachaw no owi o so kokofu wa friend wo da aban ase wa da wo de aban ase wo pachaw awre ye kohwini iyo torofo papa wura da na eteto wan ada wa afro wa bom aba do ayen e betra ho pa ho chaw
so mate ase enti o ka so
one word to osu one natural word to wa bono manono mesa agba na security hi bi su ada wa bonse ba mo da ma ya adin ejina ha pa chaw na se mpo so to so gba nkrofo ndo sa waze ipara wa ina kwa no so mo no yin loto nko iti ha me lock ni na at wef buko iti nyama wa ba ya wakare wodi gwa kwa mi na magari no mo hina 24-hour economy wadi eya akoto da guzikana ije waso wakoto secretariat na magari mu studio mo ye adwuma 247 mbra secretariat bi amba for 24-hour economy mo ye adwuma mo kra mbagbo ya mu mgbe 133 shift na we say that be shift no ekwo one na akoto na akoto shift adwuma mo kra mbaya mo ye nurse fo ni ye free the margin ka mo atwam yanko besia bi otedan so ma o wie ne nursing training one man do na akoto akunfi akunfi polyclinic we na ne mu yaden cause ne maame nkote ne maame so aya aberewa nti odu ba bia besia na yaden man obi no krom na ote onye one yankoro wa opeche ne yankoro nchen adidim na ade wa ye adwuma por bosom do abien wo botake wa atwa bosom ko nti nkrofo wonze ma wo free na ade oye ya aketware ba mu ayi oto mu jo mu catch nurse fo de mu ba automatic post ni wie school anu amu adwuma aye nda kwa nurse fo wo tifie mu catch teacher fo de license exams mpo mu bo twam ba ye afi ho ma zintro da ma mu da ba mu ba bam so mu da mu ze kohwi last week na one station here is it peace or another and down here the interview in or cocoa board PRO is a corporate affairs no obika obika wobato best by wobato bono the guy was on the radio bichen or different that binya that wobato no one can wobato do na ya kase did that the ABC work of no was super where you won pako of friend ati masabi je fi oto kare ko chani radio guy yes I mean okosu the way that for some if you talk about
what is saying journalist no
power FM was ati na ya kasa koko asem what ho so kwahwa ye wore ya samo ba beto do na sa miracle abu aji ko sia koko farmers obi be nya ka chan ko fa wo kasa no ye AI no wonye nyipa no wore kasa obi so manano do aso wa ko sa ya MPP fo wonyi koko wondu koko da wonye koko farmers no woye nda mati udu mo bonko na munkotua mukwa muntua ndi se fonko te tu tu nya ya dre do no ya do be yi nda nkrofo wo won koko pore ma wo da ay galam se magale nti da mensaban na sisi ya no ekwata uburu da ma CDM was the ba nkrofo they will not be motivated se be bodo koko wa na se enye bia ma wo se we enye mi ko nyina ba Jerry me so asem awedi nchin kakra chen menyini biara de but metwom kakra from 1947 akoko board bado da be na atre ikoko bo wate ododa 83 or komnyami ba mpo wantu koko do
adebi your instance
mo mind afi wantu koko kaso wo a wo kan de afi the wantu ko afi ya wo tum kakra but my ya time de afi the wantu on do see but part of watu koko bododa oye John mama o man pain dey awatwom wasia aba oldo man pain o de hwehwe da afi ben de what ukoko do 83 o kom na mini ba want ukoko do covid 2019 2020 na covid one for na man ko one for what to port mu na adno po itire what ukoko do bajali itire what ukoko do na mo akoka bna meeting na mo ba na mo abakasa na candidate mpo mu nkan wo wie so asa ka finance minister be sha nkrofo mayi aye de wa read the weather was so nsu boto na nkrofo ahwe wo nsu wo ankrami na agu de wo twen de nsu tora obo so nsu no ko nsu atugre kwere de iya asem na mo ba pa cha no Rebecca MPP fo yana yeto koko wa Ghana ha ya mensem no munja aka ya nya campaign ya mensem no munja aka ya nya campaign kra munja aka mukada ma no hemu yemu bie ye kwafumba mana na kwatakoa odo wo ya nkaka nkra tetetema nkaka besinde meda ho madan mo wafa nu koko a odi ja ora mo hwado meteto no nkaka akra medi bia de hwenyanka na ade inde koko inara mo hwe mo aye na ye kan ya bejina aka na MPP fo na kan ofurata isa telefita the bank na bank sa won sha why
okay right me that say Kwaku Noah a member of the MPP National Communication Team on to say ekuafo rako nti na ono kra wa shetuntum na odi abai all right yen che ana o rebata bia na fe memfa monko quick one na yenko economic presidential advisory group on economy Omampanya inaugurated say we share the state na sa kuo no group no an impact and as a significant sustainability plans by any GDC between their brain. It's now, Betty, now so quick about.
Mammy and Cassam were Minia MPP near our better. In fact, say, or Kukwea for a one and person as well, or Mubedino Hoyao. She said, Nasama or Kane, say, or card just based on propaganda, but on Casa based on the international market price. We are aware, Minumi no yet yen I aware. I say, international market price I yet to cook a bonus what. We are aware, no doubt about that. It will better now, that's a wood tune foot through a day share a queer for putupa. Sebika fro ya kwenya bi ne yanya ya betra ba akue ni na wo tie no so nim se definitely no e yampa ese international market prices why the ate na de ntia me kasa me dika pa acho ne say menua it takes only his excellency John Dramani Mahama ban enna ebe take this bold decision ebra ye nim say edin at first of all cocoa farmers na yama omo akasa achen e wose ye power mu ache wo ho ye wia na nientia cocoa buo no so aten ye nya abotre so akere wo mu enu na me betena ase no me ye and the last thing na me can say wose me betena ha ma che Julius Zebranti me wia o game no match so should it be the case say Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia oba ya wudi kachi as your flag bearer no ufi as you are going to him to take something me baha for a business trip me be di me come obi na me be ye me business bi wa ha say and I'm part of the communication team and Julius Debra has been my boss since 2006 it is a me baha na man ko no krapo a e wo say me chia no me wo kuma say me ko program bi a me chia does it mean say me chia no kuma say me be dim bi no yana di camera mo do won me chia no eti da litwana say the money mesra me nua MPP ni say sa yo ma bi say no e ma no nye de enka no this big platform so we are here to educate cocoa farmers and Ghanaians let us say what is true and what am I can the anya day enya no e fan kire Ghana
better say now say
Mark Jerry
yes
ma this was friend
Abambila John
Abambila
John obetima about John
Abambi neba okay John
nya Abambi ba Abambila
say Abambi Abambi or letter of Abambila
meti okwako say
ye ba 8 years no
yes
on ye no kwar non say there ye betem 8 years in debia cocoa market price no koso if you be more of 2 weeks before but no ma ban ye anye there you be your friend agent aban hwehwe sika want only afia yantu cocoa mu that is 2017 2018 2019 what in a price na 2 weeks before ma na nka order yet wodo but ye nyime there kwafo no ye won edidam ni sese na ache ye nyime ho adwuma no so a wa ye no wa bobo se woda ye ewie nyama no wor ba ba ya nti kwate wodo a na hu de amamba ohawa dan abada no do nti me aban ye do hwehwe sika no the same no atoye but that's what America na say nti egwanu peja ya wa mansu go because aban ma ye there awoto cocoa no na cocoa no price na wo so no wo so koton na awoto no mfa so nti what wodo a mfa so na ya agu no order the be dan iti shem nti here ya abredo na what cocoa do in the world market price no as a current government na yedwin cocoa ekwafo ho no me ka chem da mo ndru cocoa ekwafo ho spray you kwa mo ka chem on the one spray NDC for what no one year MPP funfim nti ma here ya ye de oh no that's how ya yen wosu me ya wode mo ya nti was obi entra branch was obi akotwitwa wa akogye ni sika wa akotwitwa yi eduma wa ya yen papa no kasa mi mre pa NDC ya otakrade satini din no mi mre po ya nwunya wa asasa krada acher sira kwa mi jokoto ni din bi nti okata krade kasa de pa bakara mfanti ya bet NDC ni pa ehuna nde ojina wa free do rusu nti mi mre kan de ma na ne pay Cromem Methodist Church branch ma wo friend ko biadabo wa do wa from the buafu one communication officer zonal communication officer wo friend ko jofosu onso cocoa farmer pa wo Cromem say I say OSEI na damna oye na me say won there MP ya MP no gina ho hye bo Jedo Mahama entrekese also wa so sign kwaka because how na carry your tuma kwa bi manka da masaba nti yes as more wa akwato do nti ya bread what so price no do no you maintain price na ye hedge that is a caring government nti okay and there a world market what so da ye here na wa ban ma nka ye botua do ore ye tua ma mas what to me otna na ye akwacha na name dam na wa ye eso ato ba de.
All right. Na ebi kra bisa say aden na oman ye forward sale. But no, that has been the decision. A binary strategy. We use so let's see how it goes.
I who no babo man kada how I'm free I who man kada how it goes. How it goes na chere nyim mo baba.
Oh.
Na since that is one more 50,000 a month. Na busu me nso wa ka cho wa ka twa no beto do what do almost about a year. What almost by a year. How many over 30% reduction? Agera na amobwa. 1,000 Ghana cedis out of 3,006. So 3,006 divided 1,000 divided 3,600 times a.
Okay. Now, yen share a year still on the economy. Who dia befome. President a year an advisory group on economy while inaugurating. So ye be successful. Advisory group on the economy. At the end of the significant advice or measures. I won't be to me a good table also they are my president because a presidential advisory group now etimia sustaining the economy. Bagu, okay. Yes.
No. What do you want me to say? Why share the vision with your?
It still involve your government.
Yes. I don't share the vision with you.
So, page presidential advisory group on economy. And my papa Ben a Ghana for sure. And say a bit media, especially sustainability plans.
Yeah, me da sene akwanya wosadia mama bi. Yemmo His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Abasubi. Da bia meka me say yenoma ye fa hasu wa watne krase da kakra ka hasu ma unima hasu. Na yesa asantene say directional NPP aban de Ghana economy ekoso no na ekono e wo say yekoto aba na yesesem se wo be kaya 2024 campaign time na ye nama na ye say the second independence of Ghana na baby a Ghana edrum pempen so na Ghana edru no na edru ebom na menua ade ba ko a na wo ye Ghana ni a na eye wani gi in 2016 ya ma wokoto aba ma NPP unim the kind of lectures here Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia ekaye even to the extent and the wife catching said Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia is a economic wizard. Nana Rodanko Akufo the catcher said Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia is economic messiah. Me kofa ne se omrana Ghana sika semuno. Yenche chere Ghana sika sem na yenhwe ma economy mfa ne ntoma panye de infra. At the end of it all, edi ade na yehunu Ghana economy. Ghana economy was a yesisem. Na yebesisem a when your leader papa to say John Dramani Mahama anhwe kwan pa yebefa so a yebetumi ama Ghana economy afa ne ntoma pefra. Abrenu bia no. Menua e de wo haw ne amane ne beye dey ebebreye. Ebra NPP free Ghana akonya so. Arehusem ene se baby an NPP e de Ghana economy edru no. Na Ghana ni abofra kra wo hye yafuru mu krampo no osoro se ne maame bewo no. Efi se no obusa me se me ba kwawia we so ne amamu bone amafo bi di Ghana akomu no. kwan be so na me papa ne me maame betumi afa so aye dey afidi me but ene obia wonyimi bia no wo sakra ne hye yafum kropa no obon nsem yafum say mo wo mentem na me be enjoy economy papa yewura mahama e de agu akwan so hwe so wo hwe bra MPP fra abanso a na ye Ghana economy na ye rating say as junk economy and as me boa Ghana economy na ye rate Ghana economy say economy no investors grant to me be invest or Ghana I say aye dia dance
and attractive to investors.
That is it. Aye dia dance say under the whole economic messiah no investors do na adwane free Ghana has it. And aye John Dramani Mahama obaye. How do you see the economy? How do you see changes here aba?
The sustainability. And not as you say, yes, you show.
And no, entina, yate.
Say indicators. You also indicators, no. Look positive.
That is it.
But yet, a normal boy, I can say a normal boy. May there be a material radio soka. Say, yeah, admittedly, a normal boy ni be a conform.
Yes.
And that is fact.
A
normal boy ni be a conform. Yes, or you are conform and more conform.
Cement,
your friend is saying. Cement board a conform
from Iron Road.
Your friend is say way and normally be a ye crabano crowns with it through most of them and also a conform.
That is it.
That is fact. But a normally muma ya wagana hano and no born a was so. I was so because Shabby bit to say insu ye Debbie, men are may make
maybe I didn't made on go breaker. Phone question.
Now, but
yeah, now we
ain't it. Penny say positive strides now you're making no sustainability plans in here say. And then you share him said to say page as almost
near ye share any moonness a share butaye pani the entire His Excellency John Dramani Mamadi page yaba one and say ye besha ma ye economy no etumi agina ne naso na etumi a boost investors confidence amom etumi abe invest wo Ghana hase because the economy no engina ne naso a ebeye din say investors betumi ayede aba eti omubutaye pa ba kono so omubetumi ama economy na stabilize economy na sustain ama investors etumi ayede anya odo ne akeka bi wo ye economy nim no omatumi ayede aba two another thing e wo ni say they are to make sure say ye economy no agina na etumi aboa ma ye tumi afambabu no dodo na ayede e wo adwuma. That is why the 24-hour economy policy no eye authority bill no ewo emrahye badwam no
say no kwa do magia
tuma wi it is a one to me ama wo economy na ntumi e fa ne ntuma pa anyina so wo create enuma cramp na at the end you bo say enuma na ye the egu the reason ade ba kwa make can say wo hwe NPP apenso a because of the momentum me sustain the economy enu ti na napco e ba ye na no mo di napco for ka no so omentumi amfa proper measures bia ngu ekwam se be ya economy ne betumi afa ne ntoma pefra na yetimi atwa na kofo e de eka enti ema na kofo mu kono na economy na ase no na Ghana aban ye na nado aban e de omoka eti ye hwe animu se na unako yi mu ugu na ansa na ye ba
chale mane ka se wie yeah
mo ya ntemena
enti ne ye hwe animu ni se ehihye ye papa o mudi begu akwama ma ye Ghana economy no afa ne ntoma pa ye dey efra two omu hwe se omu beye bibia efe na accelerating inclusive growth eno ne se ye be ma ye economy ne se tumi ya ye noma what do you call it ye no Ghana ha se no ye betumi aye dey aye dodo na ama na tumi aye dey akos even to the extent say noma e wo se ye de kwa no ne koton cramp no ye betumi aye dey one example eye ene me ne wo ka say ye fugu aye John Dramani Mahama aminu ayi se bi ye ru Mahama e ko Zambia okoka anwa asema ene Zambia for ene Ghana eye bilateral business based on aye fugu no they should tell you say ye my economy no egina ne naso ya ebebo ama ye neoma ye no Ghana hase no ye tumia aton bi wa mono ne
Okay.
So we share mrofo e bagana ha sei no. Ade ba kwa manager say mrofo e bagana ha sei no. Dodo na pe African worship so what's the this idea now? It is a yetumi eye economy ni ya. Broni no di Africa where ho komo a wodi bi kwa manone akwa akoton a ebeboa ama sika aba o my Ghana imu ama economy na tumi ayede afa ne ntuma pefra butaya esi eye page ani so and I believe so omampanyini saade we ya wode baaye no ade a even Ghana ni bia o ye Ghana ni mapa bia no ebo aban na baso unim Kwame Mpiani, one of MPP leading member pa, he said he's part of this page committee no anasembua.
Yeah.
That is it. Aban we ayen say not only NDC for nko obi a wonim die fa economy ho. Omra on board. Na yen hwe kwan pa ye befa so a ye economy ne betumi afa ne ntoma pefra. At the end no enen babu na ye dwane ekọ amanone ni nyina is because of say amanone economy no eye papa. Anasa meboa enu tira do embabru do na edwane yedai ekono etigana ha can't we do our economy nana yet to me managing for proper measures put in place and my economy nem fan into my penfra say be ya embabru no so betumi anya adwuma wa say amasika abagana asia. That is a good idea, good plan, good initiative from the president of the Republic of Ghana. And I think say John Dramani Mama and was say ya bona baso e wo kwan we so because what say we a leader to solve Ghana problems. We a leader why na just say before we fra ban mu kono. Na wa ma economy na fa into ma pa ye dey. E fa no ma economy na gina na atumi aboa ma mbabu no ankasa atumi akreti omo ankasa nyuma adwuma wura program abai ene orekodo adwuma program orekodo e wo ba bia ene nkokwa nketenkete program orekodo bebrebe a lot of nyoma aban we e de agu akwan mu a wo ye no oh yes and be ya Ghana economy ebetumi afa na ntuma pa ye dey. And I think that this president should be commendable for bold decisions. I will take you on Ghana. Ghana fan into my payday. Efra.
Okay. Well, you know what?
Yeah, Mageri.
Page.
Yo, Mpacho, is what group my friend?
Page.
Presidential
Advisory Group on Economy.
On economy. Mpacho, one chairman.
Yeah, chairman here, Orambe, let me get you the chairman. I'll get you the chairman. Now, who your chairman there?
Oh, me can't some better can.
Come on, me.
Oh, Mpacho Dabi.
I'm searching it so come on.
Oh, no, chairman, and you wanna be Mageri.
Me say me pet chairman, I'm so go ahead.
Bambila. Bambila, chairman, you wanna. Oh, Dabi, chairman, you wanna.
But you know what?
Do you know it is being chaired by the president? You know, man paying or your chairman with the same group no more.
Page on my pen.
One no your chairman. And then into Presidential Advisory Group on the Economy. Le pound crop for over to full economy no. I was asking that the muku nano. Is it a duplicate of
I am a vice president.
No, Missy, this is a duplicate of vice president count.
Maybe
but it is being chaired by the president. It is just a duplicate of cabinet. I done him for being crowfoobia warrior campaign, what naza or propose that money baby information or do a shadow.
And to Kwame Mpiani, ye proposal, Kwame.
And as a Kwame Mpiani, most of more economic lectures I'm organizing, he came there to speak Babuana.
But he's an economist.
No, Messi. When you were doing economic campaign a year, or yeah, Kwame Mpiani came to address. And how many posts in no your problem? There mutual was not was master one co radio do one casa mammy and no ya of a moon. But my Jerry, a couple of futufa, I'll not there futufano. Jerry.
Now what down one eye?
And I said, what none were near 2-4. You couldn't ask one more 2-4 Azarian one. I'll never do name. I the coach or your captain or team no more. Coach or your son, your captain. So who is telling who what? And see, the Malay government are working on one budget also saying, or you'll be an okito bolo government, you know. None of good area. And there was work for less than 60 ministers. But your presidential staffers are over 1,000. Your presidential staffers are over 1,000. They will be advising on the economy, be a special advisor on local economy. You will be in agribusiness. You will be also into one for from running here. And in turn, we'll become
one members of the group.
Now, what's about announcing? Well, let's them. It is being chaired by the president.
Now, OSHA members and I was.
It's not about the members. It is not about members. I will not tell you. I will not have a meeting. But if indeed you want a very good people to work for you, no one for report and the kunano. Why you kwanya kwantan wodi nu nkwan ni mu? Nti ya dan baby say ibi say kwantan e dan kare kwantan onyim dan kwan na abi. If you want a body to advise you, what's now on what advice, bro? The young who died me 1 year. The teacher in our China, I don't in our cultural exams. Margery, I was rather. Margery,
yes.
Teacher in our Richard Watson, on you in our cultural exams, and was rather. In the private schools, one would dim the Wayek, BEC, baby or their Quajinano, one order. Us were in my private schools because they cannot pay for the BEC if it was none yet. Oh, uncle, in the news, Anna. My guess, I can say private schools, one leadership, why by there, Wayek, boy, what did the BEC, none was one order. And say, correct. No, Cassie, Jana, way. I want to be out here. You.
That's why you can get government is.
Oh, just why you can get one or bisa
and your government.
Bisa.
You know why you can independent body.
The economy in the year
we can intervene, but
why economy in the year and why I want to. The economy in the year and want to market or there a general legal council examination for law students. So what to my Jerry. Us in Yamana Brass, okay, watch your dance. I'm not using the power, my member. Saka, Yako could watch it. That bring them get a 20 Ghana series. I mean to watch me. Motana Mutumu, let me be here. In their Quadina watch a one 50 what 15 series. Will it or your 5 series, 10 series? 5 series no. Gary in the Gary was it? Ungoka clear for you, Ungoka clear good. No, my Jerry one son, one sido, at Kono was on 2 cities. Talia, and the one side Talia 2 cities. Yo, Magari in the Kotoko Kwana Panama, economy was why I am in my Kotoko Kwana Panama Magari. Sen Kita 10 cities, sir. Into Ntoko say, in Naruto saying, in the course of 1.5 cities. In the course of 1.5 cities. Moba, catch up Magari. In the course of 1.5 cities.
Bacope. Oh, my it was away.
Yeah. Here.
1 city here.
What's a 1 cities?
Back on your 5 say, meaning baby crowd because.
But I was not crying.
One of them say a chrono back here. I think 1 city.
On your 1 city. One say, of course, there were nothing proper one because I 1 city. Nothing more 2 cars and the other crowd best I bear to be 1 city. Banchika Crow, my friend, your friend, your friend, I get Banchika Crow, my friend.
Agbash.
Yes, Banchika Crow, the 1 cities. On do class 1 in the car. I saw a woman once in Wasana, Abasa 5 cities. Kubie. In the Kubie, on 7 cities, 8 cities. In Cradwakon, the Jemitima, if you are a Newtown, young one go to be more 7 cities. Chenam order you do. Chenam order don't that chenam won cano 10 cities so. Moba, Meraba, chenam go to 10 cities. 1 10 cities. What I got to chenam 10 cities one. Taifa.
Oba Taifa, Benya chenam 10.
In the Yanfuka, if you have got Yanfuka, Abaka Dancena. Now you call Taifa.
Messi, Anadri. I am more, ha.
Mifia, you might go for Kumasi. Mifia, you might go Kumasi and go to Chenam Vice and Samra.
They say I am Black Kumasa, me found cook cake joint. Proper cake, you been
yeah, cut Kumasi.
This your lies, no one knows.
My brother, in the first hour, First hour I do pay you. First hour number 25 cities we have marked. Then we call me go to first hour. What's it 15 cities? First hour. First hour. I can tell you first hour 15 cities. It's my job work catching the economy here. The my advice you group round about come because men too who na mama and down on me one cent to me for.
President down on their house.
That's what's what to a man paying for. No one to none for.
Na say we move to my penny for the my penny the bet in the movie.
That's why they are from meeting able to fight maybe. You even him there what don't you see the president will be conflicted? Eh? Don't you see he will be conflicted? No, you know about Baumia read article 62. That's the role of the vice president. The only thing he could do was to advise. In Bra NDC was a economy asema 1% vote of censure. What to call Akufo what to call Baumia now to call Kenufurata do. Magari what to call Baumia now to call Kenufurata do.
I'm going to call finance minister.
In Bra MPs what bad there. Amembu economy in seven koyenu. What catch a man paying Akufo there. On someone one kind of finance minister. What kind of vice president. And the NDC for Kade. Economy na here. What budget anything wo? One can to forcing, after his forcing. The president, I have to challenge him on his Facebook. That work at a way 3 years. He can be also the government of President Mahama. Now, say be ato. Now, what you know, anything if you are una fancy anything if you no can be. Now you sit and come and say there. It's not Nigerian or no be a role no play. Okay, now say no. Oh yeah, why you woo buffon? On will be walk about and there. We could catch a wolf on all your waffle. Now, you have one were there, and I say, MPD once when one can't boy. And see, the uncle, my mind record, I'm here and say, I am one part there, or mine and say you, or say, I have Baba Fafi at the Tenimu. And Brian Ban the doom so kutu, a bed in under the me, and a part the whole, they will do me a light. No, madame, if you got to a power bank, no near swat of power bank, go away there. One while, but as they are, kindly don't do about serving. See, what to power back, but top power back for crown, what to get it's my Jerry. My American there. I had that job for the boys. 24-hour economy. And I was one to secretariat. I'm a to secretariat now, when appointment, when you're professional about to and work on. Maybe an simple branch you are the not Alaba. The young will go through it.
But 24-hour economy, sorry, I was a parliament at year 2. Of the implementation process will be. But
the 24-hour economy, 24-hour economy, can it be engineered by any government? It is based on demand and supply.
A special dispensation.
No, it is based here. Magari need an address. You call car price. Next you go. Say me, Mammy be up on watch. But one next you to on one mother. But that about one when you walk. The demand again. You do la pass a big hot warmer. Mammy be so on watch or. A branch be able to money ho. Equal how much 2 a.m. crana. Obey Bukako is cow. Into a demand and supply. But why is that the moment now I can know way, you know, despite him being here? Because nobody is demanding for that. It's a 24-hour economy. It's dependent on demand and supply. Equals to weekends. I wonder. Mammy Uncle Rockstone. New me. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, beyond all 247. Because there is a demand and there is supply. When there is no demand, Magari program here and the event wobble. Yeah, you wobble and I do 12 o'clock. I'm friend 12 o'clock. I remember them political issue. Who would then be there listening to us?
It's not demand and supply. That's Emra Ebete.
Emra Ebete
identify.
Emra Ebete and you will be a motomade.
Nasa you will be a babeto.
How are you going to implement it? Filling stations. No, filling station. We are away, Juma. A 1 point anamoboa because they be anchor for our world to a equal circle new plan station wa a bus away now 247 24 hours a day anamoboa but the question Bejumaku station what can they say what boss state ana kalasa because after 6:30 7 o'clock obi e ho roba but Kumasi obi tum decide am roko anajoba equal Takrady station 4th station wa once 24 hours. But the same station, about one that Marco Cali, you walk, but one the Swedish car you walk, but one the Fosukali you walk. This is the same station. It's a demand no about the Benyan and Wakatazama. It's more beyond major there or passes secretariat and see when are they starting? When are we starting the 24 hours? When are we getting the 133 shift? When? Be in work, be in 133 womb. When are they starting womb? It's just an avenue. The young son go create another AB. Now, young crofuna, I have some boy. Say the child said, don't get us more cause the only carabin. This is your post. The item will be more. Mrs. Yabim Wosu. What was said, Kasa, and no board on some. In some year in the aura. Get the aura consider. Oh,
Our Attorney General table so.
That move papers now was a Mura, my baby, brother, Coco, way. Yeah, you go. A cry new town. Or I grata what the teacher of that water to. In summer, Kasa, your damn move what's it. In the BBI Adam Casa, in the BBI Adam Casa. Now, until I got to government communication, WhatsApp platform. I feel journalist near you am temple my dear. I don't care. I won't put it on because I watch my issue. You pay him naked year you mo year minimum yandaba minimum since 2014. Based in the 11-12 years. See, I will import case original class 1. Original class 1 on him.
Okay.
And see,
it's what the same fat BBM. All because the president is chairing.
Yeah, all because
the caliber of people are one more committee.
Mark Jerry, as my American there, familiarity breaks contempt. As American, best I will to be from at any time. Also to be from at any time.
Yeah,
that is the relationship we have. But we find our boss. So me am a be our boss. Your friend, Father Dixon. Call me Bamur. Hey, Father Dixon here. Baby, I'm simple mobile pre-one. My pejana maka kasa nyakasa be able to me naka. But I will bet now, yeah, Cassa, I change me, Marco Wing. In South America, I foot to was man. One over for meeting, though, of Futumra. On my pain, over for meeting. There be a woman who took back for that. Also, Mendam for advisory committee, Cacrana, one brand at him. No, afraid. Besser, on can be no the Asian one. It got to be an independent body. What by year, no, my French man, but they would determine when they meet, as and when issues ban. One can so better under the Siena, I can do the Mafutiaco. But a chairman in Frewa, I am to be someone for a meeting. As American, no impa wepe to Adan Nina, ya. By now, one on get brewery, Babra sexually do now. One wasn't Sabian cum atebing, better than a necklace of Quido. One yet. Into uncle or your waste of space, and my friend matter. Our matter is anything that has weight and occupy space. It's just bringing people to come and occupy space.
Okay. Higher need 100.9 to also watch a you will say. It's you for a baba also. Should I give you 2 minutes? 2 minutes. 2 minutes na echo. Meteo.
Baba just say air condition muscle. Was super. But I'm surprised any time be I mean you can say 50 tennis.
Oh, be an nature.
There's how would you
David. Unim okasa nyina no wo bre on say u twantro wo heham na wo twantro u twantro wo heham na wo twantro but make us and was na asem a wo ba beka no o man 2 minutes kra na obetum de awi asem no ba me hwa metam no man be 15 minutes asem wo kan no wa mesi bibia so it tells me no mienu a ye tie ne ne omo Ghana fo a etie say minua MPP ni a wotie yi ne kasa wo kan nyina ya asema wo kan e de atumfu to de agu Ghana fo ani to the extent say wutumi kase kose kura ye bo kose 5 cities and I don't know where I turn kose ebia sorry to say this ebia na ne kose no otono wo ebia Samila Baomia ho e na ogbo no 5 cities
no don't go there no retard that Samila Baomia oton kose. One now boys Samira Baumia Beke.
But for what I know,
no, you can't come and do this thing here.
I'm not doing it here. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Listen to me.
No,
listen there. Samira Baumia. No, what do you mean?
Abambila.
Samira Baumia on Tonko say. Ebi a woka say baby a otie na okoto no I think it would be appropriate rather than referring her. So Tonko say any problem, but on Tonko say So you retract that and move ahead.
Okay, I retract that.
Good.
But there may person me can say maybe kwose na ukotono wo wankasa wo nkrofo hono wankasa wo nkrofo a o maye say omu de omu be ade bia ye fe no enye wo mo fe no e bia ukotono but koko de oton koko e wo Ghana ha se miminim na me tutu kwan wo Ghana ha se nim say koko se me to ko se 1 cedi nya 5 cedi e ya ntro e na me nuanu MPP ni no wote ase a o didi kire Ghana fo
ko se lordina no wo so ko no no
oh
na wo so to lordina mama o
and kwagu da wo no say the bad ni para ka say yamana retract it. Why are you coming in this
no so to the 1 cedi so me chere be
e ntro de wo ka se wo di ntro a wo bre wo ho because wo be bra kasa sa emesi hwe so etesane ye wo de hammer ebo edua so nsesi a na ye da pai hwe wan na wo Ghana ha se ya wo tena ase ka se me Ghana economy nyina me ene ye de ahye mesa you see ade ba kwa ya na NPP for I no mu refini and they think say Ghana for I no mu no BBF na refiansu Dr. Mamadu Bawumia wo kana asema wo refer to this article in the constitution what he say kasa asem because Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia and another Danko Akufo-Addo ade bia ye papa bia wo se ye mfama no ade bia ba so ye another Danko Akufo-Addo peso bia ye papa bia na Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia say ye mfa so bone mo no but ade bone de na ye another Danko Akufo-Addo dia etienu na me pese me mamoti ase say die Canada Japan ekaye ebra open mrache open oko primaries no asem o kan ye no eda ho pefe and I will say it and say it again say Canada Japan no ankasa no muso anu mutu o se one Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia o package no ho as economist and they want to mean ka bibi in for economy ho two Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia o package no as economy no ene upa Ghana manyo semu a obi a wotwa ntro pa wo Ghana manyo semu eye Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia enyem na meka ho enyem me John Abambila metia na no awimre meka eye Canada Japan anu mutu it clearly wan ena menua yete Ghana ha obubo the best economic management team of Ghana say na ye na Nana Danko Akufo-Addo wan ena na wo ye economic lectures in 2016 ekacha Ghana for say if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. I am Jonah. The one who packaged himself as economic messiah, economic wizard, at the end of his 8 years as vice president, how did he manage the economy? He chaired the economic management team at the end of his 8 years term. She said, "What the Ghana economy could do to the extent say." Economy ni bedroom pen so a omudi bibia fa haircut ebeto wono for the first time in the history of Ghana politics a yenyamre wafo nkokrafo pensioners a omuye demonstration eti abanwe because yenya certain vice president here or ye Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia or say Ghana economy want to me manage economy ye to Ghana economy pansam Befa exchange rate for cedis 20 pesos. If we actually baby I know the Ghana economy exchange rate here drew. It's over 2 cedi. Me say 4 cedi 20 pesos. Me can 2 cedi asem. Me can no kre. Eti adia me pese me nua eti ase ne say ye wo big platform so. Yen ka adia ebeto Ghana for asum. Ope power ba enye propaganda na mu ye no 2016 e twa ntro no enu bi and mo beye se mo betena se mo de propaganda beba we some of us ye be kan okra Ghana for and we was expose you se ne be ya Ghana for be hu moto a ate na mo anim aso ayedai agu ase
okay better say
yo Mageri
yes
o se me metia me use ekohwi na Canada Japan wa aka de Bawumia ye liar no problem wana no begina ha ka kire hen de what will Abama Hona Nelson we will obey automatic posting. Yajo Mahama no can in the automatic posting way on Yakuji Sama. One no can there MPP fu a we are Ghana skin and waba operation recover all loot or budget wajina or Yawanama Yan discipline worker. In the bank one watching wages care. In the what bank or fumpe in the way we are gonna sike. I watching a brano. I worry and po by webe including former finance minister. Kobre before what's in the wako more than 40% to 60% aba. The Mexican best in there. You move by the OTI. Ono yako jisam. Margery. On Intian will be catching and the cocoa bottom 65 million. And then there was that called
because international market price.
Yes, because international market side. What banana international market?
6,000 and okay.
Also 6,500.
Between 6,000
and parliament 6,005. Between 6,000 6,005. 6,000 put the do. Original parliament original part of kind. What launch or manifesto kind. And a wire. Yeah, could you sama? Marjorie, on your go oh, Marjorie, a backer here. What bar was in Babuna 1 year man yet to them? What bar ran a shift? More morning, afternoon, evening. You were despite cover by. Ordinary mabba, the majority are here. You may be a better watching. If you are one or store better massy, in the what bar won't be something. What's it? DVL wire 24-hour AO. I do I in a way. DVL the dry in a way. What about what's the Ghana publishing? Even the Ghana publishing, no around 24-hour data. Because press you most of the operators need a mandatory. That is what I do. And you say I can't go before. One what's here 32-inch TV. I don't know catch one there. You can now buy ato a wa friend oketwa. Kada buy wa ato danchem 32-inch. Budula pass. Was baba jama uncle moto baba jama now. So 32-inch TV that no friend wala pass.
All right.
Enti my brother. My year ke ko sin there. Say it's one runda was inflation or how many percent yet three. Say ka bo frake to abi na one Nana Jane special education or catch on there. Even them brand $1 no 14 you know na balako active or 24 series and that $1 11 series in the code 650 pesos. That a car share them video. My guess say you be where. Say you be where. Say you I'm happy. In the what to man bibiala to mercy. And so what's inflation or that 3%? Any day yala, why one former national organizer? No sans CDR ya wafa ya boati jan. Asimbra in the dollar and nam no wa me petrol nam na yin. In the fee roko wafa na loko kumasa never plana or ye 1,500 and on them 2,000 a boba. And how I
depend upon maybe a consumer nominee there. Yeah, increase flight fare there locally. Increase.
I was smart to also be PMS pressing for PMS pressing for
Madam for be a DC. Madam for be a DC. That was Monday. Me busa na fighting or fire ASA. Was it 1,800 plus? So it's not 2,000. Free.
Kumasi,
yes. That is it. It was from Kumasi to Accra 2,000, which is a lot.
But it has been increased, and that is fact.
I know but the money
okay, Kwaku, Galamse, what catch in the Waba? Oh, but what's what catch about the 2 weeks go to Galamse? In there, what DC, or DJ Galamse, whisker? Jamabaton good.
Mame Fakos there call 0302257902 0302243540 0302243540 na yenje wadwenche meba cho madwe yeah nyame adomako Brian Tio hello okay Meba cho yetio. Enka so kasa kasa ne enko.
then more about some pound for you be what a farm and be a party the person boy about. I'm not going to you right. You're on what income as chairman, MPP. Now, just me who ya keep price this one. Buy no any agent. You go say a buy no to kuku na. Because almost TV at the tour, I'm going to make a follow. And then a night, you go border Aku from my. Buy no so no job go for like that. And actually be able to go to Aqua or the Akaneka. They say you better so. All the community had to know. The beer go photo beer piano. Aqua. Tanya when I buy the family to an answer, I buy a family so. And then that day I also when people to cry more I did. This is why I think. I then I buy also Obama Ghana for a more tom and they want to agree for soon and they are sitting dressing I come from now for Otto again top dollar I come from the this is big and what I be 2 years to I buy up to the I focus 9%. I buy up point is or not point is there. What 67%. I then I don't book on my dad. Oh yes, that's the only thing before. We won't go for 1 hour home. Now so we go for what I can do. I'm going to poor. I'm going to die free. I'm going to the beer about the moment.
Okay. Me da say. Beba to mama fado odia. Majo yes, sir. It's you.
From Kantama Market, Accra, Ghana. Mark Bacho no Juma.
Ejuma, it's you.
The Bacho, the power I want to say, both of them these two, because we are wrong. What we see, I said, you cannot boy. Young listeners, you will respect what I don't know. You, but in the moment, as a bacteria, a bagger, to be a bit different on one end. Natural time, I do be on in Wakaja. I champions in a good position. If I told me Chairman Penny for a moon city, when you're born, you make any say. If I find this in this city on top, I'm a patch of me, so I am. Go for the moment, didn't come. If I tell another room, young. I'm already close it, I'm already master a room here. You have a show. As your mind, that bring game ready, you that you. I won't tell you, come here, we'll check it through. Mr. Kanswa, me quite right, Tennessee. No free. The time I play a quarter as well, it's a Ghana. It's 25. I'm afraid you come from me, no carry petrol come from me, no carry. Now then, a lot of the boy thing, and then my boy thing. That's my question. One can want to name and you thing. I could go grab the new Piamuka, and then here, I can take them quiet. And here, when you are.
Meda say, Mamma Fadu, and Patro Majo. Yamadum yet you.
I want to know how. I got a friend could fail you because I say he can't do. NPP not on one about so many papa. Moment again, MDC for no plan, Trono and not expose you almost. A good one to in the whole everything I look at later. And that's one. Now, if you have me there, you can't have 2 or 2 no put here, so no more. And he's always you. And about me, economy engineer, dollar free. I put for the Lord the 80 million and the whole dollar at this. Only 1 billion. I got not from my I got a dollar now. No one by say, and some of them to let that dollar. But we have
Hey, but what can say you now, one woman?
what do you mean, Mike?
What
do you mean,
yeah.
I want to make a say, from what you want, oh, more. Why are the MPP, you know? Now, more, and so quick, and people. The only kind of about $1 $200, about $1 $200. But we have the 80 million, for the 80 million, the whole $100. More than $1 billion. And the whole $100. As I have for $1 must be paid. For the government, for the reserve at all. Move I would have one you. Yes, sir. Now, if you have one year I mean, I can't walk. Mike,
Meda say, Beba to Mamma Fadu, dear, Majo. Yes, sir.
Now I'm pumped to say.
Yamiado.
Yo, Maminkia, His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud.
Akate. Mame last one. Majo.
Yeah, good evening, Magdid.
Yes, sir.
From Rudua.
Yo.
Yo, Poloma, Metia, one more time, Metia, no MPP, no, sir. Your friends say, Papa, so I fancy one come to crew, or goof antiphony, Papa. One come to crew back. Meaning, one time come to crew. Yeah, it's a program your doors, and next, to make a chair there, could say back with 5 CD, when I got to say 1 CD.
Ebi ana ne kose ne ye kese ne bi. O se kose o mo kese bi o. Ana get one.
5 CD. Ma uba mo mo to koko 1 CD. O ko to petrol ne full gallon go 4 gallon na 260 CD. Mutamu na 500 CDs. Ya mi nkan.
Better say. Okay, hand ye DC. Obi bia ofre bia ye da wase enne enwumre. Nyame ko obi bia odwuma de ye fere torchlight. Kwaku 1 minute there go.
Jerry.
Yes.
Buko sa se me ha nkrofo papo.
And I said okay, yes ane.
Dabio. Now ko se mo ayi no working.
Now ko se ben so na ka na ye ko se bi o so no ko se ayenim.
How dem ko se na wadi pan we se mo watch one.
And your friends ko se bread.
Ono ayam pampa.
Sa ko se bread no so na dew.
Ono ayam pampa. Eno ayam pampa. Na be se no ayam pampa.
Na ko se de na.
Normal wine
Fitogo wa ba ya gan ya do. Onu wa fitogo ba. Ya gan ya.
It will ko se bread now.
That is it. It can ye.
Na majari nda was akoko was anan. Baby atoko was anan.
Koko no. 4 cities.
4 cities was na ensemble na dollar nam
Koko de na ke 3 cities so akọ 4 cities.
2024 kwa na moto 2 cities o. Moto 2 cities muntu mu.
Entro de
moto 2 cities muntu mu no. Nkan emesumi mpe sugar. Se manje sugar. Wo san we mia na pempem. Na wa san bia gudo. Na muntu mu no. Banda ne dade mi moto ne dade amokoto e. Moto koko 5 cities abi.
Okay.
No.
Meda say, Arate, final comment. Abamila.
Me dey me kono. Asem ba ko pe na me dey to Ghana for ni. Na dem ye wonu na me ka say. Mesre Ghana for. Oh.
Manikasa, Charlie. Manikasa na me sorry. Charlie Kasa.
Mesre Ghana for. Amutie ye enwumre. Ese Ghana economy na yera mahama ehhehye no hhehye ne yie. Yenkoso anya gidie wa aban ne mu. Efisa aban a o promise Ghana for se wode no kre ena ebebu man na mpa obae wode no kre ena ekekere wo man sa o man panyin no wunya bi e wo Ghana ha sei. Eti yenkoso anta yera jondraman mama che ne yemfa de sede ensa makoko akuafo. Ase yesre wo mo. Sane international market buaba from no we no munsom sa amfa maye na we believe say international market bo no sa kosora abanya wo yesuti abanya ye yura ma amada ni mu obekoso aye den aye madwuma ama.
All right. Abambila John, a member of the NDC Communication Bureau, what's in Inca? And Kwakunowa and so a member of the MPP or National Communication Team. Oh, so what then now can be beyond Jeremy.
Central Regional Communication.
And I said, one can't Jeremy. Gotcha.
Majority Where is the statement that
said,
oh, I'm contesting for Central Regional Communication Officer for the new Patriotic Party. Yes.
Oh, okay. Central Region.
Central Region.
Oh, okay. Mate. It's a Kwakunowa and so and what or five for Central Regional Communication Officer. And yes, I need it. That's right. But that's a Kwaku. Maminchia, a minia lawyer, lawyer Asante Yafe, Kwabinya, Stulands, a honor year, lawyer Asante Yafe, the most special good evening. Good evening to you. I believe say Bibia Echo ye. All right, Yeko Nyame ya doma ochena no. Nyame ya doma ochena.
yɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ nyame hyerɛ bibia mede de Mark Jerry OSEI AGYEMAN Juliana yɛ studio assistant Pius Bedu Banson me producer Otamachi Dr. Fanadixon executive producer fully supported by me general manager Kennedy Asante say one of the bomb chido my jumedi ye the bra with need 100.9 enya me pa adepa enchien me chi obibia DJ Toxic take you over yami